lot. You know, if you have this setup, you have the keyboard, you have the mouse, and then you need to turn your head to watch the screen like that. I mean, how comfortable is that, bro? That's just weird. Be gone. Wait, hello, we're live, and it worked. I think it worked. Yes, it worked. Look at that. We're still live. I did push the right button today. I didn't push the wrong button. It's awesome. Yesterday, no, just not yesterday. Yes, today we have a new patch for Battlefield 2042. We have the 4.2.0 something, I think. It's season 4. It's about mid-season, and we have a new map, or rather a map rework. It's the penultimate map rework. It's discarded. And of course, we're just going to have a look at it. I actually prepared a little bit. So we are going to go... interesting. But that doesn't really matter, because we're going to visit Sark Exploratory World. And this is basically my, exploratory world. Trying things out. And... It's a very nice new picture, and you can actually see already here. So the general idea that they try to do in this map, and that goes for basically all the maps that they remade, is they want to bring the fight a little bit more together, and they want to bring more cover for infantry. So infantry can survive a little bit more, and it's also more fun because you have more tighter action and stuff. You don't run around in the open for 300, 500 meters and then get overrun by a tank. That, I guess that's the best description of it, actually. And as you see, it's a hideous skin. I like it. All skins should be ugly. That's our goal. This is Conquest 64. And when you do Portal server with Conquest official experience, you can't... What, do 128? Or maybe I just screwed up. It could be. Anyway, we're going to bring a... I like the Huron better. I know it's not as agile as... I'm pretty sure I have a different skin for this vehicle. Dice. Did you reset the skins? So, you knew every other... update that DICE have, they do change stuff, and for instance they changed uniform aiming is by default on, not off, and for some reason they keep screwing up the skins and stuff, sometimes even the equipment, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a better looking skin for this chopper. But anyway, let's get started. So over here there's nothing really changed in the starting area. Like over here, and if you played Breakthrough before, you started over here. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore because that's not the game mode. And if we just look at the area in front of us, there are more protection, I'd say. There's a couple of more these barriers and stuff. They weren't there before, or they were differently placed. But otherwise, I think this area generally, it's not a huge change or anything. It's basically the same. And I think that's fine, because this was one of the more fun part of the game. Not necessarily in here, but over there. In Breakthrough, it kind of lost its way a little bit, I think, when they squeezed it in. So you had two objectives over here, compared to the original version, where you had one over here and you had the crane over far away. But, and speaking of which, as you see, there's no crane anymore. It's completely gone. So, I mean, we are looking at it. It's mainly the same. It's a little bit more... I mean, if you go over here, there's a new objective, of course, this one. And you have some tanks, you have some military stuff. It's basically, it's a base actually, compared to before when it was some weird stuff only. So this is new. A1, that's new. And if we go over here to the more grass area, I guess if you play 128 players, this is going to be an objective, and I mean, that's completely new. It's the junkyard, and it looks quite good, actually. I just need to show you, because I saw something in the picture they added that I don't really like those things. If you look at the car over there, you see there's a flat tire in the air. You did see that, right? Yeah. I mean, that's so weird. But anyway, so this is not part of the 64 player experience, but it's probably part of the 128 players. And then you have the flooded village. It's still here. It's still about the same. I think that's fine. And it's also going to be an objective. I think this is going to be an objective. That's going to be an objective. And do you recognize this? This is the antenna, the area, which used to be far over there. So they have actually moved that entire area into the sort of middle of the map. And if you play the larger size of the map, well, you're going to play that. And that would be fun, I think. Looking at B1, it looks more neatly sorted, this area. Maybe it's just because we're up in the air, I don't know. Anyway, the main difference over here is that the B1 is not completely open to the top of the boat anymore. So if you look down here and you are on the objective, you actually have a big wall that you can use as protection. And I guess that goes a little bit both ways, actually, because now you can't really pick shots of the snipers over here anymore. So, I mean, imagine you are a sniper over here and you can't just shoot everyone on the objective anymore. You can still do a lot of things, but yeah. I think that's generally a nice touch. I think that's going to enable a little bit more fun gameplay. Over here, the entrance, it's more military stuff. It's basically more protection. And I think that's basically that. And if we go over here, it's still very open. I think that's fine and fair. I mean, you can go close to the boat and you're fine. Looking at the top of the boat, we have more cover. And we have real cover like that instead of the annoying other weird stuff that we used to have. So I think that's a good change. I mean, you're still very open for snipers on top of the boat. If snipers are here on top of the boat, they can still shoot down on you quite freely, actually. But I say that's fine. And the military like concept is just a general change. It's similar in all places. And the U-boat down there, I think it's. Do you remember when they showed this this map? Or maybe I'm mixing up the different maps. I just remember we have flown down with a helicopter at some point, but maybe that's not the case anymore. I think it's going to be quite hard. Looks a little bit different inside. I'm not going to go over there at the moment, at least. If you would go over here to do us the, I mean, it has changed quite a bit, I think. The covers that was far out here is removed completely. That's interesting. And it's a bit more, I mean, concentrated. You can't go. It's going to be hard being a sniper and play out in the field over there as you could before. That's rough. But I think that's fine as well. Oh, again, it's a little bit more military cover and stuff. It's, I mean, there's this section that's really splitting it off. I would say to some extent they actually removed cover in the like transportation area over here. I'm not sure I'm that fond of that. It's going to be hard pushing from B to D, I think. But I guess we'll see, especially if we play Breakthrough. And this used to be objective Oops. This used to be an objective. I guess it is in larger map and stuff. It looks... I think mainly there's another way inside. Like you can go here. Compared to before. There's 2 entrances on ground level basically. And they removed... yeah, I don't think they removed that much actually. But yeah, so there's some subtle changes there as well. Hey, hold on a minute. Is this inside the map? Oh, interesting. Can't remember that you could do that before. Can you go inside this? No. Okay, never mind that. I would expect them to still have the Easter egg inside the Colossus. That would be weird otherwise. And do they still have the bird nest over here? Yeah, it's still there, the bird nest. That's beautiful actually. Yeah, so I mean, it's not complete bonkers change, I'd say. It's a lot of things have changed, but I would say that compared to some other map change, it's more details rather than like a big change of everything. So I mean, they cleaned up a little bit, I'd say. So I'm the transportation areas. Yeah, I think the elevation here is increased as well. The transportation areas, it's quite clear that you should go here, and if you go on the sides, it's really open. So I think that could be interesting actually to see. Yeah, it could definitely be interesting to see the play. Should we go inside a little bit at the U-boat maybe? I think that could be something, couldn't it? Can we... Is it possible to go down with... we're a little bit too big. Yeah, so this is the U-boat area. If you haven't played it before, it's here. I don't... I mean... Oh, actually, the changes in here is actually quite a lot. So you have a bunch of computers... servers, you have ammunitions and stuff. Of course, you keep the ammunition together with the servers and the computers. I mean, that makes total sense. There's a lot of servers going on over here. So I mean, this is let's say it's one. Yeah, that's a lot of them. That's a lot of computation power. But the main idea, I guess, is, let's say you are an enemy and you're going in here, and this is completely changed as well, by the way. This is actually nice. This is pretty nice actually. So yeah, you get over here. You can step into this room without getting shot from across the room. You can go in here and you can slide around the corner, and if you go over here, everyone is not open anymore. I mean, if you want to defend this area, you can actually use this as cover. And I mean, I think this is a nice touch. The only thing I don't really like is how the game handles when you go up and down this. Because, I mean, imagine you want to fire at something and the game is doing that because that freaking box is over there. That's quite annoying, to be honest. And sometimes it does, it didn't actually know, but sometimes it can do weird things when you are next to the things that aren't like, yeah, so it starts to jump a little bit, and that can really set off the aim sometimes. They got a little bit over the top, I think. Yeah, exactly. That's the same as just now nothing happens, and then suddenly it just runs up. That's a little bit weird. But the main theme is that they added military stuff as cover, and I think that makes, yeah, it makes sense. As a generator, there's no cable actually connected to the generator. I guess that's why all the screens are off. It would be fun. I mean, the servers are on without any connection. That's pretty impressive, I'd say. And then we have a bunch of cables going over here, and that should be a generator, shouldn't it? That's pretty powerful generator, judging by the cables. And we have those. Yeah, we can blow them. Nice. I think the effects of the game are improved quite a lot. You know, if you have this setup, you have the keyboard, you have the mouse, and then you need to turn your head to watch the screen like that. I mean, how comfortable is that, bro? That's just weird. You go on. Actually, quite broke. That's nice. Yeah, we don't like screens like that. I mean, this makes more sense. You can look at that. I personally don't like having split screens like that. I would like an ultra wide. I don't like the mid section over here. But yeah, I mean, this is it. No running. Remember that. Don't run in here. Oh, you actually have a ladder. You can go directly up here. That's interesting. This wasn't there before. You couldn't go up like this. You had to go through the stairs and stuff. So now you can actually surprise some bastards being up here. That's nice. Very nice touch, actually. And I mean, otherwise, yeah, that looks the same. This area looks pretty much the same. They have added some. I don't know what's the deal with that. Is it the cables? I don't know. I definitely added a few. Like, can you blow them up? Those? Oh yeah, you can. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, you have so much explosives. I mean, it's going to blow pretty quick, I suppose. So won't be there for long. But yeah. Anyhow, yeah. I mean that was the new map, but a little bit mixed feelings with it. I think we will have to see. I mean, when you get a new map or you get map rework, you have to understand that people are going to check out different things. They maybe play in one situation because they just are curious or they don't know exactly how to do it yet. So it takes a little while to settle. As mentioned before, it looked like, at least in the beginning, it was very attack favored. That might stick, or maybe it won't. I think DICE has been a little bit too quick sometimes on balancing things because it's gone a little bit over the top of things. But yeah, I mean, who knows? We'll see. Don't really like the idea of having multiple command poles in an objective area, and especially not when the objective is basically consisting of multiple command poles. I think that's not really my favorite way of playing. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to call it now. Hope you had a good time. Certainly did, and thank you for the questions and stuff. Sorry if I was a little bit slow in answering. Anyway, cheers.